across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun, fighting through. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenny Golladay, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Carson. Runs over him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, it's Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Carson here on second. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. So we've come upon halftime.
Speak. Which of these 2 teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Penny, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of him.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
From the shotgun, Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
There's Wilson to throw. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Penny. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out.
And nothing but green grass pass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check back 21. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Back 60.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cano now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Cano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9 now. He dumps it off to Barkley. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is Jennings. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before turning it upfield. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down at 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
Now the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.